Had people ask, I know you have a bunch of brothers and sisters. You didn't introduce me to all of them. I said, well, hell, I'd have to lead you around for an hour. So for all of my brothers and sisters that are here, would you please stand up for just a minute? Yeah! Okay, that's them. Don't ask me about them again. From my in-laws, my favorite mother-in-law of this current year and every year is here today. And that's Phyllis Babel. This is my wife's mother, Phyllis, and all the Babel girls, my wife's family. Please stand up for just a second. When I first met Dustin, when Kara first called and said, gee, I don't know, I met this guy, but I don't know. Well, where'd you meet him? I noticed his father so eloquently said that they met at Dylan's restaurant. And what a great thing that was. I never noticed that they served food there, but maybe I'm not that observant, I don't know. Well, because he was so eloquent, I now want to also say Dustin Bennett's family, starting with Grandpa Gary. Karen and I, my wife and I, were so fortunate to go down and spend some time last July, when it was about 110 degrees, helping them fence in their backyard, and it was a beautiful treat. It actually was, because I got to meet not only the Bennetts and spend some time with them, but I got to meet Grandpa, Papa Gary, and I met his wife Peg. So could the Bennett family please stand up so that you know who Dustin's family is? It's unbelievable. These people, even though they're from Georgia, they found their way to Michigan. Oh, go figure. And they looked out and said, man, that's a big pond. No, they've had a blast up here, and we're so glad to have them. So we go down to Georgia, and I've met Dustin, and well, we've done a few things. But when Kara first called and said, kind of met this guy. Well, is it serious? Well, I don't know. I mean, he seems like a nice guy. Well, their second date was going to be a double date, but the other party backed out of it. I mean, they decided after this first meeting that one other girl, there were four guys, four girls. Two of them were going to meet up for a double date. The other one backed out. And Kara's betwixt in between. Well, I don't know what to do. I really want to go out with this guy, but I kind of wanted this to be a double date. I don't know who he is. So, well, where does he go to school? MIT. I said, you're going. Well, I mentioned this at Michelle's wedding last year. I frankly feel responsible for this because if Michelle hadn't gone out to Boston College, I don't think Kara would have gone to Northeastern. But we're so glad she didn't. When Kara was in high school, literally we thought she would stay within 50 miles of home. She was kind of a mama's girl, and gee, oh man, Michigan State seems like a long way away. Lansing is 60 miles from our house. I don't know, gosh. Then sophomore, junior, then the letters started coming. She goes, well, I don't know, maybe I would look at other schools. By the time we're a senior, we're all looking at these colleges. She goes, I don't know, University of New Hampshire or Boston or, Northeastern or UConn. What? What are you talking about? There's no schools named that within 30 miles of our house. So she went out there, and we're so glad she did. And we've had a blast in Boston. We're so glad they met each other, and it's really been a treat. It's kind of a treat, too, to say, well, what's your future son-in-law do? And I said, well, he's timing and sequence something, I don't know. He went to MIT, and he's I don't know, it's a mathematical engineer or something. I've never really heard of it, but he seems to make money. And he's got good bloodlines. He's got a grandpa who says he was good at something. So we were quite pleased. Well, this is our fourth and final child, and Karen, my wife, and I just could not be happier. We are so proud of all of our children, from Jennifer and Steve, who have blessed us with way too many grandchildren. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. But I shouldn't be a grandpa at this point. I certainly shouldn't have 6 or 7 of them. But, and then Michelle and Charlie, and Karen, Dustin, and of course, my son Jonathan, who was a reader today at the wedding, and I just could not be more proud of John and his son Owen. And I'm just so proud of all my children. And I'm so glad that all of you made the trip, that you're here, and that shows your love and respect for Karen and Dustin. And I just hope that you carry that on and remember them, because they'll have, well, hopefully good times, because that's what I'm counting on. My retirement fund's a little low, and but I was thinking, hey, with Dustin, well, hey, this will work. So for everyone that came here, particularly the people from Georgia, and I can't tell you how much we love the Bennetts. As Keith Bennett said, and his beautiful wife Becky, and by the way, this really bothers me. Just to add this, people would come up to me and say, is that Dustin's mother? Yes. Boy, she's quite a bit younger than you, isn't she? I said, well, she is a very attractive woman. But, you know, keep in mind that Dustin is their oldest child and Kara is my youngest. She goes, no, I mean, she's quite a bit younger. I said, yeah, but look at her. Look at his dad. Well, anyway, thank you very much for being here. I don't want to hold you up anymore. I'm so pleased that all of you are here. Have a great time. The hard part of everything we did is done. It's now party time. So please raise your glasses to Dustin and Kara forever.